Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football here at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, here with Dave Campbell, social media strategist, Texas basketball editor Ishmael Johnson, and we just got done with the first session of the Class 3A state championships here on Friday as the Kountze Lions and the Tatum Eagles take home their respective division state championships. Ish, let's start with the morning session, and the Kountze Lions taking down Paradise 67-41 in a rematch of the girls' state championship game this last week. What did you see from the Lions today?
I mean, you saw this. If I'm being honest, that was one of the games where I did not expect it to be very close. Right? Kountze came out, Zach Sells, and I do want to give credit to Mason Donald as well. Zach Sells wins MVP. It just looked like that they had shot makers, shot takers, instant press. Paradise never looked comfortable at all as we get a little announcement. But yeah, Kountze, it was one of the more impressive performances, top to bottom, whistle to whistle. Again, like I said, Paradise, similar to last week as well with the girls. Sure, Paradise never got comfortable really at all, and Kountze really just looked like the dominant team.
Yeah, I thought Paradise they looked rushed in everything they were doing. While Kountze, they move at such a fast pace, yet they looked in control. They played their game. Yeah. That's a Southeast Texas powerhouse, a traditional power in Kountze, winning their 4th state championship. Mm-hmm. Very impressive performance from Coach Jubert's ball club. Yep. They're out of the Golden Triangle. Congrats to those guys. Yeah. And the
great crowd as well.
Yes, great crowd. And we had another great crowd for the second game of the 3A Division I state championship as the Tatum Eagles bring the state title back to East Texas, rolling past Columbus 84-49 in a truly dominant performance from Tatum. What an effort from those guys.
I mean, I thought it would be hard today to top that Kountze performance, right? As far as like both sides of the ball, whistle to whistle, and I don't know if we're going to see a more complete performance in the rest of the tournament than we saw from Tatum. First boys basketball title for Tatum. One of those programs that's notoriously really good but never quite got over that hump. Mm-hmm. And today you just saw a team pressing seemingly 90 feet the entire game. We talked about Columbus. We were very excited to see Columbus with Grayson Rigdon now at the 3A level, seeing if he could get over the hump. And they never had a chance, basically, from the start, from tip. Credit to the length of Tatum. They had athleticism, they had size, and they had the fundamentals to shoot the ball, get into their offense quickly. And in transition, there were so many possessions where they didn't dribble the ball.
Yeah, I noticed
boom,
that. Yeah,
boom, boom, pass.
Well schooled.
Yeah, well schooled in the fast break. And you talked about Paradise not feeling comfortable. Columbus never felt comfortable. You can tell they're a team that likes to get the ball out to Rigdon, right, as quickly as possible. But when they don't, and they have to kind of face a press or break down a press, they didn't have the ball handling to really, outside of Rigdon, to really break that down and get in their set. So they were rushing a lot of shots. And yeah, I mean, that's the game that Tatum wanted to play. And you can tell that's not what Columbus wanted to do.
Yeah, Tatum went on a 21-2 run in the first quarter. It was pretty much over after that. Columbus never had a chance. Rigdon did score 31 points. A lot of that was after the game was already out of reach. Right. He did go out in his final. I mean, what an amazing career for Grayson Rigdon, the Arizona State football signee. In football and basketball, unbelievable career. But today, the Tatum Eagles were just a little bit too much for Tatum. Tatum Eagles are a little bit too much for Columbus in this one as Tatum rolls to that state championship. The balance on Tatum's offense as well. Yeah. Luke Sigler got the MVP, but there are about 2 or 3 other guys, I think Tatum, who could have gotten the MVP today.
I was about to say he finished with 26 points with tied with Jacory Bradley, who also finished with 26 points.
Bradley had a great game. He was
fantastic.
He was great.
And you could tell there was a mix of, obviously at this level, there's a mix of football players. Well, we mentioned Grayson Rigdon, but there you can see that Tatum team. You can see some of the players that played football as well, starting for that Tatum team. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like you said, it was just like a top to bottom performance. Whether or not they put up points, it was, you could tell, initiating the press. Everybody had their role, and then everybody seemingly had like a hockey assist, where it was the one pass away from the layup or from the assist. So that was arguably, I think that may be pound for pound the most impressive performance, dominant performance, definitely, that we're going to see the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, and what a great crowd that came out from Tatum. I mean, both Tatum and Columbus,
that was a great crowd on both sides.
The Tatum crowd was behind us on press row, and man, they were loud, wearing a lot of green. Yep. They are going back to Gregg County, East Texas, very happy. The Tatum Eagles win the state championship. So that's going to wrap it up from the first session here on Friday at the Alamo Dome. Ish and I are going to grab some lunch, and then we're going to be back here for the 5 o'clock game. Tip-off between the Houston Wheatley Wildcats and the Kennedale Wildcats, a battle of Wildcats here at the Alamo Dome, 5 o'clock.
NFHS Network, if you want to hear this guy call the game.
I don't know. We'll see. Have a good one.